Today you're going to learn how to use graphical analysis to create the graphs for your data that you collected during the Cycles lab. Keep in mind that this data has been averaged across all the classes, and because you didn't all test in the same day, there are 6 points of data that we are using. The first step in graphical analysis is to double-click your white space. This will give you the option to add a title. This first graph that we'll do as an example together will be the effect of light on carbon dioxide. Before you click OK, make sure to check the legend box as well as the connect points box. Next, go over to your data set. Double-click for your column options. Your x-axis will be your day. There will be 6 days. Your y-axis will be no light. And your units will be parts per million. You'll notice that I only have 2 columns at this point. We will need to add another one to add our data for diurnal light. Go up to Data, then New Manual Column. Then add the name Diurnal Light. Add your data for diurnal light. For your last piece of data, you're going to add another column. This one will be 24-hour light. Then add your data. Now we have all the data that we need, but you'll notice that only one set of data is showing up in our graph. If you go to the y-axis label, you'll see it says y dot dot dot. Click it and choose all of the above. The last step of making our graph is to look at the scale on each of our axes. Let's start on our y-axis. We'll start at 0, and then our highest value, we need to have something greater than 25. If you go up to the top and click, you'll be given the option to add a new maximum value. For this graph, because our maximum value is 25, we will probably want to add our maximum value a couple of numbers above that. So let's try 28. Next, let's look at our x-axis. Our first value doesn't start until 1, so instead of 0, we can click it and start at 1. On the opposite end of the scale, it goes up to 10. Instead, we can have it go up to 7 so that our graph is spread more across of our page. The final step is to adjust your legend by dragging it. Now you have a final version of your graph. The only step left at this point is to go up to File and then go to Save. You should save it within your Science folder so that you'll be able to access it again and make any adjustments that are needed. You'll need to repeat this process to graph the effect of light on dissolved oxygen, and if you're in standard, nitrates as well. Accelerated will have both light and heat for their graphs, and they will need to do all of the nutrients that we studied.